Hi, I'm here today with Marisa Battrick of Truthpaste. Hi, Marisa.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
Good
Good.
stuff. And you see behind me, I've positioned myself. That's the order of Truthpaste that came in the other day. So this place smells like $1 million just now. It's really nice, actually, um, and well packaged.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So you
Really
and your team have,
glad.
have, have done a good job. So we've got quite a lot of members, and they love to know about the people behind the businesses that they're buying products from. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so this is a chance for them to get to know you. Can we talk a bit about your background and how this whole idea of toothpaste came about, and when you started, and what was the catalyst for that?
Okay, so um Truthpaste started, I guess the very first instinct was 2014. I was just finished my education, my teacher training, my postgrad, and I was about to start my career as a teacher, as a qualified music teacher. And then I had a toothache. And so um, I went to the dentist, and I've always had a massive fear of the dentist and put it off for as long as possible. So I went to the emergency dentist, and they just gave me a temporary filling. And yeah, so when I got home, so obviously they gave me a lot of anesthetic. But when I got home and the anesthetic started to wear off, the toothache came back. So I've always been into like natural remedies and things like that. So I went online and looked for toothache remedies. So I already had like clove oil, tea tree oil, coconut oil. Um, so yeah, I mixed them up and made a toothpaste, and it soothed my toothache. It was really, really disgusting.
Yeah,
It
I read that on your website that the first
Yeah,
one didn't look good. So I mean, you were experimenting, though. At least you were researching. You knew there was something more
yeah.
natural out there,
So
didn't you?
I think um, for a part of my education, I was really into sort of research. So I'd go online and look at peer review journals and look at essential oils and the benefits and try and find studies to back up what I was reading. So I find a lot of information on blogs and books, but I wanted to go a bit deeper and see like what is the science behind that and how does it actually benefit our teeth. And that's a big part of what we do still to this day. And in our blogs, when we look at ingredients, we'll always have like the studies behind it to back up what we're saying.
Yeah, and your one of your web pages, I think it was the About Us page. You say that you were sort of, is it Ayurveda they call it?
Ayurveda, yeah. So that's I think it stems in sort of India, and there's a whole it's a medicine. There's a whole way of life with it, but there's Ayurvedic remedies, so they'd use plants and things. So neem, which is one of our ingredients in our original range, that's Ayurvedic, used a lot in Ayurveda. Um, and yeah, so I had that in my cupboard. I had neem leaf powder. So back then I had massive long dreadlocks, and I was using that to make like for my scalp, like making a paste and putting it on my hair and stuff. But
I
then
might
so I
need to see,
used
I might need to see a photograph of you with dreadlocks. I can't imagine that actually.
yeah, I had dreads for 12 years. And yeah, so I cut them all off when I turned 30. Like that's when at that point when I went full time on Truthpaste, big change, cut my hair. Truthpaste moved out of my kitchen into our first
Did
premises.
you think so? So you had the dreadlocks when you were making toothpaste, but when you went into business, you felt I need to be a businesswoman now, and the dreads don't cut it anymore. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, wow, I think I just did a whole massive lifestyle change. Like, yeah, I moved into my flat. I was always in house shares. And Truthpaste moved into its first. I had two little artist studios. And quit my job, went full time. I was like, right, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make Toothpaste full time. Um, and yeah, it's all big change.
How did you market it at first? I mean, I take it started small with friends and family, and then you
Yeah.
built up.
So I mean, I'm not from a business background. I'm not from a marketing background. So in the early days, I think it was mostly word of mouth. So the very first sale we made, I remember it clearly. It was on a New Year's Day. So we got all the testing and stuff ready by Christmas, but and had the website ready to go. But by that point, shops weren't really interested in stocking new product. They're just focusing on Christmas. So it wasn't until like January, February time when we got our first stockist. But I remember the very first sale was on Etsy, and it was New Year's Day on 2016, I think. And yeah, so that was my first customer that wasn't friends or family. And then that customer went on to be my first wholesale customer as well.
That's amazing. And what's behind the name? Because it's a brilliant name. I think our members like the name. You know, they like the truth. They like products that are very honest. They like people that are very honest. What's behind the name?
So that was just me and my friends sat around trying to think of a name. It's a pun, but also it's really simple and it's memorable, but I think it has a lot of depth to it because, you know, we're really truthful about the ingredients that we do use and why we use them and things that we don't use and why. So, yeah.
And with regards to, I mean, our members ask a lot of questions, and I shared the post with you that I put in the group, and you were quite pleased to see that they were all engaging and lots of likes and lots of you've got a big sort of fan base already within our members who use it. We had a couple of people, and our members, we love them because they ask the right questions. So price came up. And I don't think we're comparing apples against apples when we talk about your product versus another toothpaste that's maybe got a lot of water in it. Can you talk about the difference in terms of how long the toothpaste lasts compared to a normal sort of aqua water-based toothpaste?
So yeah, it's been so long since I've used and toothpaste like that, but ours lasts, like the 100 ml jar should last about 3 months with one person using. So it's about we just put our prices up, but it was £3 a month. Now the RRP is £3.30 a month, so an extra 30p a month. But with that, what the difference is we don't use any water, and so we don't use any bulking agents, binding, thickeners. Like every single one of the ingredients in our original formula has some sort of health benefit, whether it's the aloe vera or the minerals base, the bentonite and the calcium. And then we just got blends of organic essential oils. So all of them have benefits with their antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. So this goes back to when I first started and my toothache. It was because I had an infection, and obviously the temporary filling did nothing to solve the infection. And I think gum health is something that's really, really important. And I think a lot of the toothpaste on the market, they might have, they're great. They might have like your mineral base, and it's like the abrasive to remove the plaque and sweeteners and flavorings, but it doesn't have the whole holistic approach to your whole mouth health. Whereas that's what we're focusing on with Truthpaste.
Yeah, and as I said, it's a great name. You were very lucky to get the domain name Truthpaste, because I'm surprised nobody else had snapped it up. What year did you start in?
So my toothache happened in 2014, and then so I was obsessing over formulas and ingredients, and I was constantly tweaking. And then I had to go through the testing to make to the safety test and the stability testing, so I can put the product on the market legally and officially. So that took a little while, and then I was supported by the Prince's Trust, so they gave me £2,000 startup loan, and growing from there.
And again, so you quit your job, you took a gamble, you cut off the dreads, and you've now got staff as well. So at first you were sort of chief cook and bottle washer. You were doing everything.
Yeah.
You were making the mixture. You were the sales person. You were the marketing person. You were the finance department as well.
Yeah,
Now,
I've seen that.
again, it's the product. When did it start to gain traction? Because you are everywhere now. I mean, you're getting some good results now, aren't you?
Yeah, so I guess like the big turning point was 2018, and that's when we moved from out of my kitchen into we had two little studio rooms. We had like one for production and one was our office and packing area. And I took on my first member of staff and I went full time as well. So prior to that, I was making it in my house. The downstairs bedroom, we pulled up the carpets, we put laminate floor, bought my first stainless steel bench, and was making it from there, and then taking all the orders to the post office on my way to work. And then lunch break was doing customer service. It was busy. And then mixing and packaging in the evenings after work.
Yeah. And you get good feedback from the clients. I take it the
We've
users.
we've had some incredible reviews from our customers. From all our different products, and we've won some awards as well. And we've got some more awards we'll be announcing in July.
Very good.
Yeah.
And how many staff have you got now then in total?
So now we're a team of 5.
Brilliant.
And we've moved out of our little studios and we've got a bigger premises now.
So it's really going from strength to strength then, eh?
Yeah, it's doing well. We've got new products launching soon, hopefully. But I can talk about them more nearer the time.
And can you talk about the new products, or you just...
Well, I don't know, because we're still finalising formulas. So once, nearer the time.
That's good. Will you let me know nearer the time?
I will.
Well, listen, our members, I think they're going to like, we're about to go live. I'm quite glad we've had a chance to speak to you. It's one of our first interviews with a sort of meet the owner of the business that supplying you with the products. I feel as if, it's a soulless world we live in, Marisa. You're out there buying products from a big, probably unethical organization. They don't know you, you don't know them, and you're buying their product, you're giving them your hard-earned cash. Why not buy a product where you've seen the owner, you've heard the story of the business, you know what they're all about, you know that their heart's in the right place. That's a good way to be these days.
Yeah, definitely.
So our members are far more up for that kind of thing than anything else. So we think we're going to have a lot of supporters. We know there's a lot there already. We want them to try the products, see how they get on, make it last. I've started using it as well. You can certainly make it last. I can see how it would last 3 months. I'm a stingy Scotsman, so I'll probably make it last 6 months, Marisa.
Yeah, a little bit does go a long way with Truthpaste. You only need a tiny bit.
Yeah. I think that's what it's about these days as well. Why less is more. Why my friends in Australia used to call me the consumer because I would overdo everything. Like I would have twice as much of anything that I needed, right? Yeah. Ridiculously. I don't feel I'm like that now. I think the market, my mentality's changed, and I think a lot of people are becoming more frugal naturally.
Yeah.
For all the right reasons, and they value their health and they value the right types of products. Fluoride free is a big one for us. Yeah, they really like that. Well, listen, you have done a great job. I said I would only keep you 15 minutes today, and we're just under that just now. So I would like to thank you for taking the time today. You've done a great job there. I hope you continue to go from strength to strength, and I hope that our members become big customers of yours.
Thank you very much, Steve. It was really great to speak to you.
Yeah, great to meet you too. All the best.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.